Welcome to the Ramayan, Stories of Dharm and Devotion. I'm Sandeep, your storyteller, guiding you through the timeless epic of Valmiki's Ramayan. Today, we embark on a chapter of determination, loyalty, and unity as the Vanar kingdom rallies behind Sugreev to fulfill the promise made to Ram. Our narrative draws deeply from Valmiki's original text and is enriched with stories from other Indian traditions, offering you a complete and immersive experience of this eternal tale. In this episode, we witness the grand mobilization of the Vanar army, a force drawn from the farthest reaches of the world, united in the sacred mission to find Sita. With Hanuman at the helm and Ram's unwavering faith guiding them, the Vanars set forth on a journey that will test their strength, resolve, and devotion. So, let us step into this monumental endeavor and explore how unity and purpose can move mountains and shape destinies.
As the first rays of dawn touched the slopes of Mount Prasravana, Lakshman returned from Kishkindha to report to Ram. His expression was calmer than when he had left, though the weight of his conversation with Sugreev and the wisdom of Tara and Hanuman lingered in his eyes. Ram, seated on a flat rock overlooking the serene forest, turned to his younger brother. Lakshman, he said gently, "You have returned. Tell me, what did you learn from Kishkindha? Has Sugreev understood the urgency of our mission?" Lakshman knelt before Ram, his voice steady yet reflective. "Brother, I was consumed by anger when I entered Kishkindha. I was prepared to destroy the city for Sugreev's delay. But it was Tara who calmed my fury. She spoke with such wisdom and grace, reminding me of the importance of alliances and the role of the Vanars in our mission." He paused, his tone softening. As I listened to Tara, I was reminded of Mother Sumitra. Her gentle yet firm guidance, her ability to bring peace to even the most troubled hearts. It was as if I saw her in Tara. Her words, brother, were a reminder of the patience and wisdom that mothers impart, guiding us even when we falter. Ram's expression grew contemplative as Lakshman's words brought his own mother, Kaushalya, to his mind. "Lakshman," he said, his voice filled with reverence, "your words remind me of Mother, Kaushalya. She taught me the value of Dharm, the importance of compassion, and the strength to endure even the greatest trials. When I think of her, I feel a renewed sense of purpose." He closed his eyes for a moment, offering a silent prayer. "Mother, wherever you are, I hope you find solace in knowing that your teachings guide me still. This journey is not just for Sita, but for the honor of our family, our women, and the Ikshvaku dynasty. May your blessings give me the strength to see it through." Lakshman joined Ram in silent prayer, his head bowed in deep respect. Together, the brothers drew strength from the memories of their mothers, their love and guidance forming an unbreakable foundation for their resolve. When the prayer ended, Lakshman looked at Ram with renewed determination. "Brother, Sugreev has given his word that he will mobilize the Vanars and begin the search for Sita. Tara and Hanuman both emphasized the importance of unity and action, and I believe they will ensure that Sugreev fulfills his promise. This mission is not just ours, but theirs as well." Ram placed a hand on Lakshman's shoulder, his eyes filled with gratitude. "Lakshman, you have always been my strength, and today you have brought me hope. Together with our allies, we will restore Sita's honor and bring justice to Raavan. Let us proceed with faith in Dharm and the blessings of our ancestors." Before setting forth, Ram and Lakshman knelt once more, silently dedicating their journey to their mothers and the legacy of the Ikshvaku dynasty. The serene surroundings bore witness to their heartfelt prayers, the rustling leaves and gentle breeze carrying their resolve to the heavens. As they rose, the brothers felt a renewed sense of purpose. The bonds of family, the teachings of their mothers, and the support of their allies would guide them through the trials to come. With this sacred dedication in their hearts, they prepared to join Sugreev in mobilizing the Vanars, their path illuminated by the light of Dharm and the unyielding strength of their resolve. As the cool breeze of the post-monsoon season swept through Kishkindha, Sugreev stood on the grand balcony of his palace, flanked by Tara, Hanuman, and Angad. His presence exuded authority and purpose, his voice carrying the resolve of a king determined to fulfill his promise to Ram. With the Vanars gathered below, Sugreev raised his hand to command their attention. "Hear me, my brothers," he declared, his voice firm and clear. "Let my decree travel to the farthest reaches of the land. Summon every Vanar from the heights of Mahendra, Himavat, Vindhya, Kailasha, and Mandara. Call forth those who dwell in distant forests, near tranquil seas, and upon lands kissed by the first rays of the sun." Sugreev's words reached out like ripples across a still pond, summoning Vanars from diverse terrains and regions. Bring together the mighty Vanars from the towering peaks and the fertile valleys. Summon those whose strength rivals the Lord of Elephants, and those whose swiftness can match the wind itself. Call upon the golden-furred Vanars, who guard the caves of distant lands, and the agile ones who traverse dense woods and serene clearings. Let no place remain untouched by this call. Sugreev's words carried both inspiration and authority. Bring even those leaders of the Vanars who are lazy or given over to pleasure. Let them know that failure to heed my call within 10 days will result in the gravest punishment, death, for defying the royal decree. Let these lions among monkeys come in their hundreds, thousands, and millions. Resembling mist-covered mountains, let the Vanars of terrifying strength and aspect gather at my command. They must scour the seas, mountains, forests, and lakes to find Sita. They must come now and pledge their service to this holy cause. The gathered Vanars roared in unison, their cries echoing across the valleys, a testament to their readiness to serve their king. At Sugreev's command, Hanuman, ever loyal and swift, sprang into action. Groups of intelligent and agile Vanars were dispatched to every quarter, soaring over forests, mountains, and oceans, and reaching the farthest corners of the earth. Go with all speed, Hanuman instructed the messengers. Spread the king's decree to every region, no matter how distant or difficult to reach. Let the Vanars know that this is not merely an order, it is a call to serve Dharm, to stand by Ram, and to restore justice. The response was overwhelming. From the snow-clad peaks of the Himalayas to the dense jungles of the south, from the sunlit shores of the western seas to the golden deserts of the east, Vanars of every size, strength, and skill heeded Sugreev's call. Fearful of the consequences of disobedience, but more so inspired by the nobility of the mission, the Vanars moved swiftly toward Kishkindha. Their loyalty to Sugreev and their respect for Ram ignited a fire within them, and they came in droves, ready to serve. In every region, the messengers spread Sugreev's words, inspiring Vanars to leave their homes, their families, and their comforts to join this sacred cause. The forests and mountains teemed with life as the Vanars converged on Kishkindha, forming a massive army the likes of which had never been seen before. As the Vanars gathered in Kishkindha, the city transformed into a bustling hub of activity. The air buzzed with anticipation, the ground trembled under the weight of thousands of Vanars, and the skies seemed to echo their collective resolve. Sugreev stood tall, his heart swelling with pride and purpose. He turned to Hanuman and Tara, his most trusted advisors. "This is the strength of unity," he said. "With such allies, we will fulfill our promise to Ram and bring Devi Sita back to him. This is the power of Dharm, the bond that unites us all." Hanuman nodded, his voice calm yet determined. "The Vanars have answered your call, my king. Now it is time to act. Let us honor our promise and restore justice to the world." With their forces gathered, the Vanars stood ready to begin their search for Sita. Their numbers stretched as far as the eye could see, a testament to their unity and loyalty. Sugreev, Hanuman, and the Vanar generals began organizing the troops, dividing them into groups and assigning regions to be searched. As the sun set over Kishkindha, painting the sky in hues of gold and crimson, the Vanar kingdom stood united, prepared to embark on an epic journey that would shape the fate of the Ramayana. As the final contingents of Vanars gathered in Kishkindha, Sugreev made his way to Mount Prasravana to meet Ram and Lakshman. The burden of his earlier delays weighed heavily on him, and his steps were measured with both resolve and humility. Upon reaching the serene mountain retreat, Sugreev found Ram seated under the shade of a tree, his expression calm yet contemplative. Lakshman stood nearby, his watchful eyes filled with expectation. Sugreev bowed deeply before them. "Lord Ram, Prince Lakshman," he began, his voice laced with sincerity, "I come to you with an apology. My delays were inexcusable, and I let the comforts of my position distract me from the sacred promise I made. I have wronged you, my allies, and the cause we stand for. I ask for your forgiveness and pledge that no further time will be wasted." Ram's expression softened as he listened to Sugreev's heartfelt words. "Sugreev," he said gently, "acknowledging one's mistake and taking steps to correct it is a mark of true leadership. Let us not dwell on the past, but focus on the mission ahead. Together, we will set things right." Lakshman, though initially stern, nodded in agreement. "Your forces are gathered, Sugreev. Let us honor the promise and begin the search for Devi Sita without further delay." Accompanied by Sugreev, Ram and Lakshman made their way to Kishkindha. The sight of the gathered Vanar army, their energy palpable, filled Ram with hope. The city buzzed with activity as warriors prepared for the journey ahead. Standing on a grand dais overlooking the massive assembly, Ram addressed the Vanars. His voice, though calm, carried a commanding resonance. "Vanars of Kishkindha," he began, "you have come together for a cause that transcends kingdoms and borders. Devi Sita, my beloved wife, has been taken by Raavan, the king of Lanka. This mission is not just about rescuing her, it is about restoring justice and Dharm to the land. Your courage and unity will bring light to the darkness that has spread across the world." Lakshman stepped forward, his tone both encouraging and resolute. "Each of you holds the power to change the course of this tale. Together, we will leave no stone unturned, no forest unexplored, no mountain unscaled. This is a noble mission, and your role in it will echo through the ages." The Vanars roared in response, their cries a testament to their determination and loyalty. As the first light of dawn bathed Kishkindha in a golden glow, Sugreev stood before the gathered Vanars, flanked by Ram and Lakshman. His gaze settled on Vinta, a leader whose strength and wisdom made him the ideal choice to command the Eastern search party. "Vinta," Sugreev began, his voice steady yet commanding, "the task before you is immense, but I know you are equal to it. You and your Vanars must explore the vast and mysterious lands of the East. There, amidst the mountains, rivers, and forests, lies the hope of finding Devi Sita and uncovering Raavan's stronghold." Vinta stepped forward, bowing deeply. "My king, your command is my duty. I will lead my forces to the farthest reaches and bring back news worthy of this noble mission." Sugreev nodded. "Good. Your journey will take you to lands of unparalleled beauty and great challenges. Begin by searching the rivers that graze this region, the Bhagirathi, Yamuna, and Saraswati, sacred lifelines that flow through lush forests and fertile plains. Let no corner of these riverbanks remain unexplored. Seek the caves and waterfalls hidden among the verdant slopes, for Raavan's hideout may lie in such remote sanctuaries." Sugreev continued, painting a vivid picture of the terrain they would traverse. "You will journey to the distant reaches of the Mahendra and Mandara mountains, where the air carries the scent of blossoming trees, and to the Padmachalu woods, whose beauty hides untold secrets. Cross the shining waters of the Shona river and tread the lands where the seas embrace the shores, their waves echoing the call of ancient stories." Vinta's eyes gleamed with resolve as Sugreev described the sacred peaks of Mount Udya, the eastern boundary of their quest. "Mount Udya," Sugreev said, "is where the sun rises in all its glory, marking the edge of the world we know. It is said to be the dwelling place of gods and celestial beings. You may travel as far as this sacred mountain, but venture no further, for beyond lies a realm inaccessible to mortals. As the eastern party prepared to depart, Sugreev's tone grew solemn. This mission is sacred, Vinta. Ensure that every forest, every river, and every cave is searched thoroughly. Yet remember, you must return within 1 month. Any delay could jeopardize our quest and the lives of those who depend on its success. Vinta bowed deeply. My king, Lord Ram, Prince Lakshman, I will not fail you. My Vanars and I will search with unwavering dedication and return with news that will aid this cause. With the forces of the Vanar kingdom assembled, Sugreev addressed Hanuman, Angad, and Jambavan, entrusting them with the responsibility of leading the southern expedition. Standing before the gathered leaders, his voice was firm and purposeful, reflecting the gravity of the mission. Hanuman, Angad, Jambavan, Sugreev began, You have been chosen to lead the search in the southern regions, for it is there that we have the greatest chance of finding Devi Sita. The wicked Raavan's kingdom of Lanka lies in the south, and all signs point to her being held captive there. Your mission is not just to find her, but to uncover every clue that can aid Lord Ram in restoring justice and Dharm. Sugreev painted a vivid picture of the lands they would traverse, laying out a path for their expedition. Your journey will first take you to the majestic Vindhya ranges, their 100 peaks cloaked in forests of unimaginable beauty. You will pass rivers of great renown, the Narmada, frequented by serpents of legend, the serene Godavari with its dark reeds, and the captivating Krishnaveni flowing gracefully through the lands. As you continue, you will encounter the regions of Meklas, Utkala, and the great city of Dasharna. Explore the enchanting lands of Abravanti, Avanti, and Vidarbs, as well as the charming Mahishaka territories. Beyond these, seek in the Matsya, Kalinga, and Kaushika regions, and tread carefully through the dense Dandaka forest, where the mighty Godavari flows. Sugreev emphasized the sacredness of the journey, highlighting places imbued with divine and mythical significance. You will come upon the Ayomukha mountain, rich with ores and adorned with sandalwood forests. From there, proceed to the banks of the divine Kaveri river, where its clear waters are made joyful by the presence of celestial Apsaras. Beyond this lies the mighty Malya mountain, glowing as brilliantly as the sun. It is here that the great Rishi Agastya resides, a figure of immense spiritual power. With his permission, you will cross the river Tamraparni, which teems with crocodiles and winds its way through fragrant sandalwood forests, resembling a bride adorned for her groom. Your journey will bring you to the golden gates of the city of the Pandyas, set with pearls, a place of awe and grandeur. From there, you must reach the ocean's edge and ascertain the means to cross it. In its midst lies Mount Mahendra, a golden marvel rising from the waters. This is the home of the gods, Siddhs, Yakshs, and Karanas, a place of unparalleled beauty and power. Sugreev then described the most critical part of the journey, the island of Lanka. Across the ocean lies an island of immense splendor, stretching 400 miles. It is the dwelling of Raavan, the wicked king who holds Devi Sita captive. This place is surrounded by dangers, dreadful asuras who seize the shadows of birds, terrifying serpents, and the might of Raavan himself. Yet, it is here you must focus your search, for Lanka holds the key to this mission. Sugreev's tone grew solemn as he gave his final instructions. Beyond these lands lie places no mortal can tread, where the Pitras dwell, where death himself reigns. Do not venture there. Return once you have searched all the accessible regions and bring news of Sita. To the one who returns with word of her whereabouts, I promise riches and honor beyond measure. You will be cherished as my closest ally, forgiven of any faults, and celebrated as a hero. Looking at Hanuman, Sugreev's voice softened but carried a weight of expectation. Hanuman, you are our greatest hope. Your strength, wisdom, and unwavering devotion make you uniquely suited for this task. I entrust you with this mission, knowing you will not return empty-handed. Hanuman bowed deeply, his voice steady with resolve. My king, Lord Ram, I swear upon my devotion to you and the righteousness of this mission, I will find Devi Sita and return with news of her safety. As the gathered Vanars stood ready to receive their commands, Sugreev turned his attention westward. His voice was both commanding and purposeful as he called forth Maricha, a mighty Vanar leader renowned for his valor and strategic acumen, and Sushena, his father-in-law and a trusted leader. Respect father-in-law and Maricha, Sugreev began, his tone filled with trust and resolve. Both of you are a leader of great strength and wisdom. I entrust you to lead the forces to the west. With you will march the formidable Vanars, steadfast in their mission to aid Lord Ram in this sacred quest. Sugreev described the vast and varied lands the western forces would encounter, leaving no detail unexplored. Begin your journey by traversing the lands of the Sarashtras and Bahlikas, moving through the dense groves of Punnaga, Bakula, and Uddalka trees. Seek out the captivating regions of Kukshi, their forests filled with ketakas, and the enchanting rivers whose cool waters flow westward. Explore the fair and populous cities of Murchipatna, Jadpura, and Avanti. Search diligently in the groves and woodlands near the Sindhu River, where it meets the vast ocean, and on the slopes of Somgiri, the mountain of 100 peaks, famed for its towering cliffs and lush greenery. As Maricha's forces advanced, they would confront the mighty expanse of the Western Ocean, a domain both wondrous and treacherous. Upon reaching the coastline, explore the groves dense with coconut and tamla trees, the sandy beaches, and the caves that dot the cliffs. Venture to the golden summit of Mount Pariyatra, a sight to behold, where powerful Gandharvs guard the region with unwavering vigilance. Search with care, Maricha, for the mountain holds secrets that may lead us closer to Sita. But do not provoke the Gandharvs, for their strength is formidable. Sugreev continued to detail the mystical mountains that lay farther west, their grandeur unmatched, and their secrets guarded by divine beings. Beyond the ocean, you will find Mount Vajra, its emerald glow captivating to the eye, and Mount Charvat, where the celestial discus Sudarshana was forged by Vishwakarma. Further still lies Mount Varha, home to the splendid city of Pragjyotisha, where the mighty Narka resides. Search the plateaus and hidden caverns, for Raavan's lair may extend to these distant realms. Sugreev's voice grew solemn as he described the final boundary of the west. Your journey will take you to the golden ranges of Mount Sarvasavarna and Mount Meru, where the sun sets beyond the Astachla mountains. These peaks are sanctified by the presence of the Vishwadevas and Maruts, who gather to worship the sun god. Seek out Maharshi Miruswami, a sage of great wisdom, and offer him your salutations. Inquire if he has seen Sita or learned of her whereabouts. Do not venture beyond the Astachla mountains, for that realm is shrouded in darkness and unknown even to the gods. Let your search end there, and return within a month. As Sushena, Maricha and his mighty Vanar forces bowed to their king, their resolve was clear. With Ram's hopes, Sugreev's decree, and the collective will of the kingdom driving them, they set forth toward the western horizon, ready to face the challenges that awaited in their sacred quest to rescue Sita and restore balance to the world. With determination and a commanding presence, Sugreev turned to Shatavali, the heroic Vanar leader, and entrusted him with the mission to explore the northern region. Flanked by Ram and Lakshman, Sugreev's words carried the weight of purpose and the sacred duty to rescue Sita. Shatavali, Sugreev began, his voice steady and resolute, you are among the most valiant of Vanars, skilled in strategy and blessed with wisdom. Accompanied by 100,000 of our finest warriors, venture into the northern lands. This is a mission not just of duty, but of honor to aid Lord Ram and fulfill our debt to him. Sugreev painted a vivid picture of the northern territories, outlining the challenges and marvels that awaited the Vanars. Begin your search among the snowy peaks of the Himalayas, crowned with white and veiled in mystique. Scour the valleys, forests, and rivers of this majestic region. Seek Sita in the lands of the Mlechas, Pulindas, Shurasenas, and the Bharats. Explore the dolmens of the Kambojas, Yavnas, and Shakas, places steeped in history and grandeur. Beyond these regions, you will come upon the sacred Devdaru woods and the tracts of Lodhras and Padmakas. Visit the Soma hermitage, frequented by Gandharvas and Devas, and scale the vast Kala mountain with its sprawling plateaus and deep caverns. Sugreev's instructions extended to the awe-inspiring mountains that defined the northern frontier. Search the golden-breasted Sudarshana mountain and the fragrant slopes of Mount Devasakha, alive with birds of myriad hues. Beyond these peaks lies an open plain stretching for hundreds of miles, barren and desolate. Traverse this vast desert swiftly, for beyond it stands the dazzling Kailasha mountain, a realm of unparalleled beauty and sanctity. There you will find the golden domain of Kuber, Lord of Wealth, constructed by Vishwakarma and surrounded by shimmering lakes teeming with swans and ducks. Pay homage to Kuvera's palace, resplendent as the heavens, and scour every cavern and plateau for signs of Raavan or Sita. Sugreev's voice grew solemn as he described the mystical realms that marked the northern limits of their journey. Beyond Kailasha lies Mount Kroncha, its inaccessible caverns guarded by rishis of great power. Explore the Mansa Peak, the abode of divine birds and a site of legendary austerities. Then proceed to Mount Manka, where the mighty demon Maya once built his grand abode. Exercise caution, for the region is inhabited by celestial beings and guarded by women with faces of horses. Farther still, you will find the land of the Siddhs, where the Valkhilyas and Vakhansasas dwell in eternal bliss. Seek their blessings and inquire about Sita. Explore the Vaknasa lake, its golden lotuses glistening under the light of the stars, and continue to the river Shaloda with its banks lined with kikka reeds. Eventually, you will reach the Uttara Kurus, a land of splendor and abundance, where every desire is fulfilled and happiness knows no bounds. It is a realm of divine beauty, where trees yield treasures and enchanting melodies fill the air. Search thoroughly, but do not venture beyond the mystical Soma mountain where the Rudras dwell in their cosmic form. Beyond this lies a region of perpetual darkness, inaccessible even to the gods. Sugreev concluded his instructions with a heartfelt appeal to Shatavali and his forces. Shatavali, you and your warriors are the embodiment of courage and loyalty. Search every corner of the north with determination and vigilance. If you discover Sita's whereabouts, your names will be immortalized, and you will receive honor and rewards beyond measure. Remember, return within a month. Time is of the essence, and delay will not be tolerated. Go forth, my brave Vanars, and bring hope to Lord Ram and the people of Ayodhya. As Sugreev concluded his detailed instructions to the Vanar leaders, Ram stepped forward, his demeanor calm yet resolute. With a deep sense of trust and hope, he called Hanuman to his side. Hanuman, Ram began, his voice filled with both gravity and warmth, you are the embodiment of strength, wisdom, and devotion. Among all, I place my utmost faith in you to accomplish this sacred mission. From the folds of his attire, Ram brought out his ring, a simple yet profound token. Its surface bore his name etched in delicate precision. Handing the ring to Hanuman, Ram said, "Take this ring. If you find Sita, show her this as proof of our alliance and my presence. She will know it comes from me and trust you." Hanuman accepted the ring with reverence, holding it as if it were the most precious treasure. Bowing low, he promised, "My lord, I will not rest until I bring news of Devi Sita. This ring shall serve as your voice and assurance to her." Sugreev, standing nearby, nodded in agreement. Ram, sending Hanuman to the south is a wise choice. His strength, intellect, and unwavering dedication make him unparalleled. I firmly believe the South holds the greatest chance of success, and with Hanuman leading the search, we can be hopeful. Ram looked at Hanuman with a mixture of pride and gratitude. Hanuman, your courage and devotion give me strength. Go forth with the blessings of Dharm, and may success accompany you. With their leaders' blessings, the Vanar forces set out in all directions. The air buzzed with the energy of determination and purpose as groups of Vanars disappeared into the horizons, ready to scour mountains, forests, rivers, and seas for any sign of Sita. As all contingents, led by their leaders, prepared to leave, Ram watched them with a sense of hope and admiration. He turned to Lakshman and said, "The depth of knowledge Sugreev has shared with his forces is extraordinary. Each instruction is precise and rooted in understanding. Truly, no one else could have led this effort so effectively." Ram's thoughts turned to those who had guided him to this moment. "Lakshman," Ram said, "I am reminded of Shabri's unwavering devotion and Kabandha's wisdom. They guided us to Sugreev, and without him, this search would have been impossible. Their roles in our journey were crucial, for no one else could have assembled such an army or devised such detailed plans. We are fortunate to have crossed paths with them." Lakshman nodded, sharing his brother's sentiment. "Indeed, Ram. It is as if every step of this journey has been guided by destiny. Sugreev and his Vanars are now our greatest allies, and with Hanuman leading the way, I have faith that we will find Devi Sita." As the last of the Vanar forces disappeared into the distance, Ram stood silently for a moment, gazing toward the southern horizon. His heart was heavy with longing for Sita, but also filled with a renewed sense of purpose. He whispered a silent prayer, seeking strength for the trials ahead and offering gratitude for the allies who stood by his side. With Lakshman by his side and the blessings of destiny, Ram prepared for the next phase of his journey, confident that the path to justice and reunion with Sita was now firmly underway.
In this episode, we witnessed the remarkable mobilization of the Vanar forces, led by Sugreev's wisdom and Ram's unwavering determination. Each directive, meticulously crafted and executed, reflected the unity of purpose and the shared commitment to justice. We saw how Sugreev's deep knowledge of the lands and his ability to rally his people became instrumental in this divine mission. Ram's faith in Hanuman, symbolized by the gift of his ring, showcased the trust and hope he placed in his devoted ally. The blessings of Shabri and Kabandha, who had guided Ram to Sugreev, shone through as a testament to the importance of faith, guidance, and timing in life's journey. Through this, we are reminded that in the face of adversity, alliances forged in trust and wisdom hold the power to move mountains, cross oceans, and rewrite destinies. The search for Sita is not just a quest for reunion, but a path to restore Dharm, embodying courage, devotion, and resilience. Join me in the next episode as we journey with the Vanar forces, following their explorations across mountains, forests, rivers, and seas. Together, we will witness the challenges and triumphs of this noble endeavor as they seek the divine consort of Ram. Share this podcast with your loved ones, and may the timeless lessons of the Ramayana inspire your journey. Though the details of this ancient tale may vary across traditions, its essence reminds us of the enduring power of love, courage, and the pursuit of righteousness. Until next time, may the light of Dharm illuminate your path and fill your heart with peace.